Chequers UK, where President Trump, about to hold a press conference. We're going to bring it to you when it happens. Welcome back, everybody, to American Sunrise. I'm David Brody. The solemn music, because we're going to talk about, obviously, what happened to Charlie Kirk. I recently had the chance to sit down with Charlie Kirk's pastor, Rob McCoy, for a wide-ranging interview. Pastor McCoy, by the way, also co-chair of TPUSA Faith. Charlie and Rob developed a very close bond, and Charlie actually asked Rob McCoy to be his personal pastor. Here he is reflecting on that and getting emotional about it.
David, I'm not an evangelist. I can do the work of an evangelist. I'm obedient.
Yeah.
I don't even know that I'm a really good pastor. I've pastored and shepherded a church for 25 years, but I've always joked, and it's slightly true. I have the gift of preaching a church down to a manageable size. Now, why in the world did Charlie pick me as his pastor? I was the first church that he was invited to come and speak, and I encouraged him to put his faith into everything he did and not to compartmentalize it. For any reason, that's my claim to fame with Charlie. But he continued to call me his pastor, and I was in Korea with him, and this is what I said to him: Charlie, your stock has gone through the stratosphere. It's been since the election. I see very little of you. You don't have to keep calling me your pastor. You're loyal. I know we got history, but there's guys that you would benefit far more from having them. I mean, you got Jack Hibbs, you got Alan Jackson. I mean, I can go through a list of amazing men.
Yeah.
And he said, Rob, not only are you my pastor, he said, you're America's pastor. And I said, Charlie, you're in the book of who's who. I'm in the book of who's he. You don't know what you're talking about. Doggone it if he wasn't right. I may not be America's pastor today, and after Sunday I won't be, but for 11 minutes in Glendale, Arizona, in front of 70,000 people and 1 billion tuning in worldwide, I'm going to be the man he wanted me to be. And I'm going to be faithful to present the gospel, to share with them that when they leave that building, they're not going to have Charlie Kirk's name on their lips. They're going to have Charlie Kirk's Savior's name on their lips, which is what he always wanted.
I mean, just from the heart for reaction. Let's bring in Dr. G and T. Bates. I know Pastor Rob McCoy. I've spoken at his church quite a few times. We are actually very close. Terrence, quite a remarkable, what he was talking about was remarkable. Yeah. And I must tell you, he actually said to me later in the interview, he said, this could be the biggest altar call on Sunday that we've had in a very long time. This is God is stirring, God is moving. T. Bates.
David, it was a great interview, but the thing that struck me, my takeaway, and I think the takeaway from everyone should be the very end there. They're not going to just have Charlie Kirk's name on their lips. They're going to have Charlie Kirk's Savior's name on their lips. Period. Like at that point, that we could have played that one clip, and I think that encompasses what this is all about. This is about faith. And I appreciate Pastor basically saying, look, I'm just a guy. You know, he is the guy, I'm just a guy. But he is a guy who is not just faithful, but faith-filled. And I think that is critical. If we show in our everyday lives, and I think there's a message for each and every one of us in our everyday walk, if we just are faith-filled in our everyday walk, that is something that permeates and radiates beyond us. I think people feel that, and people are drawn to that, Dr. Gina.
You know, I really think it's just one of those moments where I really don't have anything to say. It was so beautiful, so succinctly said, David, drops of gold coming from that precious servant's tongue. And I just don't have anything to add other than it was just simply beautiful. Thank you for that, David.
Short and sweet from Dr. G and perfectly said. All right, thanks, guys. Coming up, we are headed down to Wall Street for the opening bell. An insight into how to hold on to your hard-earned dollars with some common sense. Back with more American Sunrise in 2 minutes.